please talk comparatively on Vitarka and Upanishad. Vitarka leads to Upanishad. Upanishad cannot happen without Vitarka. That's why first Vitarka, then Upanishad. How can someone sit with the master without a connection? That's what I am saying. Vitarka only. Does Vitarka deepen Upanishad? Only through Vitarka Upanishad happens. Otherwise no Upanishad. What is the purpose for having a spiritual name? To create a new being. With your old name, your old personality, identity will be associated. When you discard that and constantly remember a spiritual, you say all the spiritual name I give is a spiritual idea, a theme. It's like a click. It will happen, work like a click on you. The moment you remember that concept, for example, ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-violence. So whenever you remember that, be non-violent to everything around you. Even while you sit, be non-violent to the seat. You will feel so happy. The seat will feel happy. So when you walk, be non-violent to the planet Earth. So everything radiate the non-violence. It's like each name I give is one click to live. When you experience a state of no I, you will not exclude body. You will include the body with the cosmos. See, I am not the body is not truth. I am body also is the truth. There is a big difference between these two. I am not the body means you just want to jump out of the body, disrespect body, abuse body, feeling body as a cage. No. I am body also means I am body, this, everything. Inclusive. So when you feel no I state, you will be inclusive, not excluding. Excluding will never lead you to ultimate. Including only will lead. From the video, collective consciousness. Is Satori a physical experience or it is just an understanding or click? Satori is a psychological experience. When that settles down in your body, it is called Samadhi. Satori can come and go. Please understand. Satori can come and go. It can completely disappear. You may even forget. But if you add even one Satori, during death it will come up automatically. It will open up. You will not have suffering in the death. You will be given a choice to have one more birth or complete enlightenment, not to have birth. But the Satori, possibility to miss is there. If that settles in your body, usually the vegetarian body, no alcohol and all will be very helpful for the Satori to settle down in the body. The nervous system will be ready to settle down. That is why I insist on a vegetarian food. Can master give Satori experience? Yes. Master can give Satori experience. But Samadhi, you have to cooperate. Just to put you in Satori, you don't need to even cooperate. I can do it just by my will. To be in... Satori means a psychological experience of Samadhi. See, the Samadhi has two components. The psychological experience, physiological mutation. The body holding it permanently. So that psychological thing, I don't need your cooperation. I can do it just by my will. But settling down in your system, you need to prepare and cooperate with your body. Where you are needed. I am very curious about the non-verbal communication of the master. Jana, that is what is Upanishad, just sitting. Intelligent and humans can choose to be fools. Understand? Humans can choose to be super intelligent also and lower than animals also. Animals cannot choose more than that. Animals have, I can say 100%. Humans can choose to be below 100 or above 100. We chose to be below 100. That's why I say animals are intelligent. They are intelligent because of our choice to be not to be intelligent. Your statement is right. Animals are intelligent with nature but cannot attain enlightenment. Humans are fools with nature, but with the foolishness of the nature they can't attain enlightenment. They have to raise themselves to be intelligent with the nature, only then they can attain enlightenment. The humans have to come to the animal level, then only can go to the God level. We'll start with this Upanishad. सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. This is the first Vedas, first Upanishad. Rig Veda is the first Veda. This is the first Upanishad. I can say this statement is the first spiritual statement uttered on the planet Earth. Please understand. First spiritual statement uttered on the planet Earth is this mantra, this Upanishad. When the audio amplifiers are invented, that gramophone record kind of things are invented, they wanted to demonstrate to the public first time. So they invited Max Muller to come and say a few words so that they will show it to the world, the new invention. He uttered this mantra. Of course, he uttered this mantra and said, this is the first spiritual statement uttered on the planet Earth. Oldest spiritual statement uttered on the planet Earth is this mantra. Please understand the Vedic vision of wisdom, what we call as knowledge. In the Egyptian system, one thought leads to better understanding, next thought leads to much better understanding, next thought leads to much better understanding. It's like one understanding leading to the better understanding than the other. See, the growing, the whole science is based on this kind of knowledge system. It's like today whatever is true as per the science will be lie tomorrow, because tomorrow something else will be truth. Today people are challenging Newton. The whole gravity theory of the Newton is pulled down. I was reading 2 volumes. The 2 volumes have become very famous. What is that? Hawkins volume. Any of you have read that book? Steve Hawkins. What is that book? Brief History of Time. He is challenging thoroughly the Newton, everybody, including Einstein. And naturally, within a year, somebody will challenge him. So growing from one idea to another idea, one idea to another idea, one idea to another idea. Please understand, if something can become lie tomorrow, it is lie today also. It is not complete truth. So whatever you call as science, truth today, will become lie tomorrow. This is one way of knowledge, very useful in the outer world. Very useful in the outer world. One way of knowing, wisdom, learning, knowledge. But in the East, in the Vedic tradition, we have a totally different idea about the knowledge. It happens in one flash completely. The conclusion lands on you as experience first. Then, if people want, If you need to relate with people, you may develop how you came to conclusion. But if you see the conclusion first, then the method of developing, connecting a normal logic to the conclusion. First the conclusion, revelation. Then when you want to teach to others, you may need to develop a system to connect with others' logic to your revelation. Only for that logic is used. Please understand, logic is not used to reach the truth. It is only used to help people to reach the truth. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. That is why all the Eastern knowledge is called revelations. It is revelations. It is not concluded based on the logic. I can say the first spiritual statement uttered on the planet Earth is the last spiritual statement. You can't develop on it. You can't develop on it. It's the last statement. With this one statement, whole spiritual research, development, experience, everything ends. There's nothing further. Let's understand this sutra. That is infinite and this is infinite. The infinite proceeds from the infinite. Realizing the infinitude of the infinite, it remains as the infinite alone. Mudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnamevavasishyate om shanti shanti shantihi. Tam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnamevavasishyate. That is infinite and this is infinite. The infinite proceeds from the infinite. Realizing the infinitude of the infinite, it remains as the infinite. I have to can translate in so many ways. When the whole is removed from the whole remains as the whole. When the whole is removed from the whole remains as the whole. This sutra is technical knowledge and technique. Just by, if you click with this, it's an experience also. So there are three calculations, three kinds of mathematics. If you heard of George Gurdjieff, he is one of the great mystics in the modern times, mystics of modern times. His disciple Auspensky wrote a book called Tertium Organum. And if you read that book, really amazing book, Tertium Organum. In that he says, the third thinking system, that's what he calls his book. And he says, before even the first two evolved, the third existed. Understand, there are three ways of coming to conclusion. The maths, three ways of calculating. One is a simple logic, all of you know. 2 plus 2 is 4. Or 4 plus 4 is 8. Clearly understanding. This is a normal logic. There is another way of coming to the conclusion. There is a painting. You cannot say that painting is the totality of the paint used and the canvas cloth. No. Something more is there. You cannot say, or you can't even say the paint used, canvas cloth and the force used to move the hand. You can't even say that. The same force, same paint, same canvas cloth can be a different painting. So something else adds value to it. Please understand, the painting is not equated to the force used and the paint and the canvas. So the calculation of 2 plus 2 is 4 is wrong in that place. So something else plays in that place there. So it is not totality of just the canvas and the paint and the force used. You can't say, see, even the same force used with the same paint on the same canvas can bring different painting. Same total force, the same total paint, same total canvas can bring. So something else plays, something else comes into existence. In that calculation, in that level, this calculation does not hold good. The 2 plus 2 equal to 4 does not work in the next realm of the art. That is why that realm gives you the deep satisfaction, because you feel you are beyond calculation. Whenever you go beyond calculation, you feel a deep fulfillment. Deep fulfillment. That gives you the deep satisfaction. That is why artists may die in poverty, but they will die in a deep satisfaction. They may die in poverty. Any artist who did it just for his fulfillment as the first priority, as a byproduct, he may not have acquired money, but he would have died, he will die in a deep satisfaction, because he brought that next component to play in his life. The component which can't be equated through any logic, any formula, he realized that component. That is the second component. We call that as Hridaya. In Sanskrit, we have the word called Hridaya. It has no equivalent term in English. Please do not translate that as a heart. No, it's not heart. No, not even the. I will tell you the concept, you understand the concept. Because I don't know the equivalent term, I can't translate that. Hridaya is the component which is unique in this formula. In this formula of canvas plus paint plus the force, I can say plus Hridaya is the painting. The Hridaya component, that makes the difference. The Hridaya component is different for different people. That makes the painting different. That makes the art different. That makes the performance different. So, the logic of a normal person does not hold good in the realm of the art. That is a third mathematics, where the fulfillment removed from fulfillment remains as fulfillment. See, the whole moved from the whole remains as whole. All of you know the second logic, which you can't easily understand, which is true. The third logic. See, if you understood the Hridaya, means if you are an artist, only then you will understand the component of Hridaya experientially. Only then you will know, yes, the same power, same force, same brush, same paint, same cloth does not bring same painting. Same way, when you elevate yourself to the next level, third realm of your being. So the intellectual realm, this calculation is right. 2 plus 2 is 4. The emotional realm, this is the art. The being level, the deep being level, you will realize whatever happens, please understand, whatever happens, the whole, even if it is removed from the whole, remains as whole. This whole, whatever is, even while you think, it has become half part, you and the world. It has not become too different, except your thinking. Except your thinking, really it has not become too different. It remains as whole. Only because it remains as whole, only when you become enlightened, it becomes one. If it really becomes two, then how can you experience it back again as one? Then enlightenment is impossible. Enlightenment is possible because it was never lost. If it can be lost, it is not possible. And the second thing, even if it is possible, it can be lost again. I just wanted to make you understand. You see, now when I utter this sutra, I have a clear visualization. I am trying to reproduce that in you. How that clear, you see, when I utter this, the whole is taken out of the whole remains as whole. The whole death fear, the fear of life, fear of change, everything disappears. The utility value of this understanding, what is radiating in me, I am trying to reproduce that in you. You understand? That is what I am. Understand this truth. See, this understanding has brought so much of side effects and after effects. So I am trying to reproduce all that in you. What all benefits I had or having because of this one understanding, I wanted all that to happen in you. Just intellectually, technically speaking, that's not a big thing. I can just say, whole remains as whole. Come on, next sutra. No. How many ways this understanding has influenced my lifestyle, my way of thinking, my way of living, how it has enriched my ecstasy, my joy, all those things I am trying to reproduce. For example, if I die today, I may not want to take one more body. If I want to take one more body, I'll appear in a place where all the things now I left, this many number of disciples, this organization, this kind of people who are around me, all the setup where it is, I'll appear in that place. And that whole setup will be available to me from the young age. And start developing further. Please understand, I am giving you as an example. For all of you, the same thing. If you drop your body now, the wealth, the intelligence, if at all you have, or the social, what other things you have, whatever you have, the same kind of situation, you will just emerge. It's like a one bubble disappearing here and appearing somewhere. Understand, if you have this understanding clearly, the death fear will disappear. There is no death fear. There is nothing to change. There is nothing to change. It is just walking from one house to another house, one room to another room. People are basically afraid of change, not about death. They feel better to live with the known devil than the unknown. They are afraid of this new change. You do not know where you will land. You do not know whether you will have a human body or animal body. You do not know what to do. That's where the whole problem is. But be very clear. More than 99% of the people who came to animal body never returned to who came to human body does not return to animal body. That is why so much population. Somehow now you manage to be in the same body. Maybe higher or lower level. That depends on your decision. Usually, if you disappear here, you will disappear again in the same way. You will appear again in the same way. Then what exactly this whole process? Why? Then what is growth? Whatever you change inside, reflect your original space. That is the only thing. Evolution. See, if you change inside to reflect your original thing, you will evolve. For example, now you take birth with a 50% of the wealth and 50% of the depth. So if you evolve yourself to the 100% inner space, naturally your outer things will change, and if you die, you will evolve. You will come up with 100% of inner space and 100% of the outer settings. So this is the same cycle, goes on and on and on.